I love choice-based games. That being said, I am not the best at choice-based games. Now, we can argue every day under the sun about what's the right choice or the wrong choice, but at the end of the day, it's about what you think and how the story should move. Studios have made a killing off of this, like Telltale and, well, I mean, Telltale's the only one I can think of, but again, made a killing off of it. This is Dispatch. If you're wondering what it is, choice-based game. But in this world, there are heroes and villains. Now, I'll get into that part a little bit later. What I was actually going to get into was why this is such a different video from, everything else I do. I want to kind of branch out with the content I make, and with that being said, I have to do different things. So, these videos do take a while. With that being said, I'm going to try my hardest and my best to make sure these episodes get out at a timely manner. Well, that's all the announcements I have to say on my part. I hope to see you soon after episode 1 for some very special things. Mainly, Batman. Fire intro, I know, right? Like I was saying, this world is full of superpowered people. You got people with powers, motherfuckers with super speed, and then there's our main character, Robert.
Today. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
In this game, we play as a superhero with no superpowers. Ridiculous as that sounds, my dude Robert be standing on business, bro.
Only 2 things I'm scared of in life. Mm-hmm. God first, and the FBI.
Right from the opening cutscene, Robert is lying on the ground. And right off the jump, we basically get the rundown that this guy who's talking to him is talking about his dad. TLDR, Robert's dad is dead. Like mega dead. Like super dead. Like really dead. Like he's dead. He's gone. He's never coming back. He's so dead. Like he's never coming back. He's so dead. Like, you get the point. Aside from that, Robert has tied up this guy and he's basically interrogating him, looking for the main villain of the game named Shroud. Shroud's motives are kind of interesting and kind of dumb at the same time, but we'll get into them later. The conversation Robert and the mysterious stranger are having takes a left, and Robert goes and puts him on the balcony. From there, we're presented with 2 choices. Either let him drop or bring him back up. So I really wanted to drop him, but then again, can't drop him in a, neighborhood with a bunch of people around. The cops might get called and that might be a whole thing. So I took the most logical way out and I just brought him back up. Either way, the dude gave up the base of operations anyway, so it's not really like dropping him mattered, but it's really just that extra spice of evil that you want to add to your playthrough. I don't know, man, that's the best way to explain it, honestly. Moving on, we get to see the first suiting up scene of the game, and Robert finally going into his mech suit. Guess I'm wrong again because he puts on the sorriest shit he's ever put on in his life. This ain't no superhero outfit. What is that? Brother, if I ever put on some bullshit like this, I'd be getting flamed in the group chat for weeks. It's not necessarily the fact that it looks horrible. It just looks... Think if Greg Heffley put on a superhero suit. Yeah, not a thought for pleasant thinkers. Thankfully, we don't see it for much in this episode because we get introduced to Robert's actual mech suit. And, I gotta give credit where credit is due. They cooked on this one, not gonna lie. Speaking of getting his actual mech suit, Robert sneaks into the base and takes out a lot of the armed guards. Now, this might just be plotting, or Robert just being that guy. Think in your mind about every hero who doesn't have powers. Batman, Iron Man, Jonesy from Fortnite. All these heroes have different qualities about them that make them better suited to take down the rogues gallery. Now, some may argue, well, he's been doing the superhero stuff for a long time. He should know what he's doing. So you're telling me a regular man with a few years of superheroing down his belt in a mech suit can take down superpowered beings with arguments? Eventually, Robert finds his way up to the room that the supposed main villain is in. The main villain finally turns around and we have our first face-to-face confrontation with... Yeah, it's not Shroud. They wouldn't reveal the main villain that early. Joke's on you, because nobody would ever believe that. Anyways, the dude reveals his name to be, Toxin. And, Christ, how do I word this? I'm not getting put in YouTube impel down, so we're just gonna cut everything out of what we see of it. You're gonna have to use your imagination for this one. Think a green man, and, he doesn't have any clothes. Know with that, I think I've said too much already. YouTube devs, don't come for me. Don't. As I've been talking and going on this tangent, Robert's been getting beat on. Properties being damaged, equipment's being broken, and overall, it is just a downright barnyard fight. I don't know why I said that. But then, Robert starts getting shot in his back. Streets know that the E in Fade stands for E for everyone, so Robert stands 10 tones down. And he starts getting jumped. I was trying to hype him up, you know, give him some brownie points, but he gets beat worse than, well, that time when you at a family function and you find out your cousin have been on your game. I'm talking belt to ass. Regardless, this, I don't know, pink-looking person traps him in a bubble, and Robert gets eventually chained to, like, this overhang thing. I don't know, it's really weird setup. And they start electrocuting the mech suit with Robert inside. But the viewer must ask, Robert, why don't you fight back?
That's a great idea.
Then Robert activates his emergency barriers that we totally knew he had, all while a mysterious man creeps up next to Toxin. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Shroud. Now, he might look like an Overwatch villain, but Robert sees Shroud outside of the pocket in his suit that was burned out by Toxin, and he gets an idea. If I sacrifice the core of the ship, then I can get away, and it'll be all fine and dandy. So that's what he does. And it was amazing. Robert got away, his ship flew off, he's flying into the distance, and now he knows where Shroud is. It looks like everything is going to be all right.
Hey, yo, the pizza here. Oh, nigga! Ah!
No joke, it's been 3 months. Yeah, so I was gonna keep editing and finish the video, but then, I think I fell down a flight of stairs. Y'all mess with Iceman though? Regardless, we're back. Again. Months later. Time passes as Robert is physically and emotionally broken. His suit's gone, his money's gone, and the public is not giving him the benefit of the doubt. But honestly, I gotta side with my guy Robert on this one. I mean, if I got my ass handed to me like that, I'm not showing my face in public, well, shit, ever. Aside from all that, though, Robert finally gets up and makes a statement regarding his retirement.
Stratton, Torrance Tribune. Does this mean you're retiring as Mecha Man? Word on the street is, you're donezo.
Are you 100 years old? Why are you talking like that?
Answer the question, buddy boy. Are you retiring? My readers need the skinny, and I aim to deliver. Let's get it on the record.
Well, I don't have a suit, and I don't have any superpowers, so yeah, short of a miracle, pretty much.
After one of the stupidest questions asked in history, another guy steps up to the plate to ask Robert about his father, and I just let you hear what he said.
15 years, breaks out and immediately dupes you into a trap where he destroys the Mecha Man suit and puts you in a coma for months.
I didn't hear a question there.
Two-parter. First, why didn't Shroud kill you? You haven't been conscious for months. It'd be easy money taking you out.
Okay, Shroud wanted the Astral Pulse and Mecha Man gone. He got both. I'm not sure I mattered much.
Right, you're unimportant. Which leads me to my next question. Most heroes avenge their family. You did the opposite. You killed their legacy. How disappointed would your dad be if he were here right now?
Yeah, after that I left, because who the hell he feeling like? Robert's just a regular dude. Like, no superpowers, no nothing. So, like, even talking to him in this way is just kind of crazy. We're showing that Robert's true POV is from a window on the outside looking in. This is a cool mix of POVs, taking what we already know and flipping it on its head by saying that's what Robert sees in the present day. As Robert watches the news report, a couple of F-tier villains start robbing the electronics store right in front of him. Now I want to ask you something. Seeing that these low-ranked grunts are robbing a place that has no people around, what would you do? A, ignore it and try to walk away. Or B, try and fight them with one arm like your future Gohan and attempt to save the store. Please, comment down below. Just watch what happened next, bruh. Oh my gosh.
Get him up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Fight back, nigga. Fight back, nigga. Fight back. Fight.
Luckily for him, he gets saved by mommy. Hold on, bro. Unacceptable. Like, literally, she descended from the air like a guardian angel. I know y'all see this. Anyways, this new hero is named Blonde Baddie. Yes, not Blazer. Baddie. Imagine Shazam's magical transformation mixed with Captain Marvel's energy blast and just, well, Superman's everything, I guess. As they're talking some more, they end up at this superhero bar thing. Bro, Scott Summers would be so disappointed here. This is the part of the episode where it starts to slow down a little bit more, and it starts to focus on more character development and interactions between two characters. We also learn that Robert nearly spent everything he had trying to keep the Mecha Man legacy alive. Deep down, he expected to die in the suit, just like previous generations of his family. Blonde Baddie notices this, and she started hinting that she got a little proposal for him. So, you know me, start thinking crazy. I was like, shit, we in there. Before she can start getting in, details about the proposition, Robert spits alcohol all over her. Now, this wasn't just a run-of-the-mill, Jack Daniels. This is pure alcohol. For some reason, Blonde Blazer can just drink pure alcohol, and that's how she gets a hit out of things. I guess it's like Wolverine's drinking problem that he has in the comics. Either way, crazy. But she gets up and goes to dry herself off. While she's gone, I think I should take this time to tell you to subscribe, like the video. It helps me a lot, and it helps the channel out a lot, and I want to be one of the fastest growing channels on YouTube, and I want to have a good community. So subscribe, or this is you. As Robert's sipping on his water, some dude rolls up and tries to act hard. Immediately, I thought this was Blazer's boyfriend, and however, upon taking a second look closer, I realized that my blonde baddie wouldn't stoop to his level. So we start getting into it, and Robert starts nonchalantly breaking the dude down. The next part kind of makes Robert look like an asshole. So Pete, basically the guy who's going after Robert is named Flambe, and he has, you guessed it, fire powers. Flambe and Robert have a weird history, to say the least. While Robert was Mecha Man, he stopped Flambe when he was a villain, and I guess they have this deep-seated rivalry, something like that. So now Flambe wants him out, and Robert just doesn't care because he's already at rock bottom. As Flambe is pressing us, we're presented with two options. We can either throw water on him or throw alcohol on him. Well, wouldn't you, if you threw alcohol on somebody while on fire, they'd just combust into more flames? So I just decided to cool him off. Threw some water on him. And, this idiot slipped and hit his noggin. I think what's funny about this beatdown is the fact that it's accidental, but Robert is still just completely unfazed. But even as we won our fight and we looked awesome in front of all the superhero hus, the shop owner still tells us to get out. So, that's great. To all the superpowered baddies, I love you, and good night. See you next time in the next bar fight. Since we were kicked out of the club, Blonde Baddie meets up with us outside, and she says she has a better idea for where we can talk about... Hold on, wait, do we see how my nigga Robert is posted? Oh my goodness. Straight ore farming. Piccolo, you have been overtook. Bro, Piccolo, chill, bro, chill. You good, bro, chill, you good, bro. Robert don't got as much, bro. Maybe not as much ore as Piccolo. Blonde Baddie prepares to take Robert to a billboard overlooking the city. And I'll say, my God, is the art in this freaking game beautiful. It's so vibrant and just full of life. Like, you can really feel that you in Robert's shoes, being carried by a bag. And the music? Oh, don't get me started on the music. With art design this good and the music direction being, well, surprisingly very, very fitting for a choice-based game, they put their foot in this one, bro. So I can't hate on art design. Now, with all that being said, let's get into the conversation with Blonde Baddie and Robert. The first thing I noticed is she listened instead of, well, judging him like everyone else in the episode. She points out that even after losing his career, Robert still jumped in to help somebody during the robbery, even though he got... Yeah, Blazer tells him that's exactly what they've been looking for. And at first I was kind of confused, but as she explained it more, I kind of got the memo. This game ain't called Dispatch for nothing. The network needs someone with experience. Not necessarily to fight, but to coordinate heroes and to make the right calls. At first, Robert's confused like us. After spending his whole life on the front lines, becoming a dispatcher sounds like, well, it sounds like being Yamcha. Well, it sounds like being Kiba. Well, it sounds like being Kung Lao. Well, it sounds like being Tim. Oh! Well, it sounds like you get the memo. But Blazer makes him an offer he can't refuse. If we can help out with dispatching, then she'll pitch in and find a way we can get our suit back. And now we're about to see why I call her blonde daddy. I mean, the way she's looking at me right now, I just want to... Now let me chill. Let me lock in. I thought the delusions were getting to me. But then she took off my mask. She started getting a little close. I start getting a little close. I get the option. I didn't kiss her.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Now hold on. Before you click off the video, before you even do any of that, I have my reasons. Think about it. Robert is on a balcony with a super-powered metahuman who can be shown to throw criminals like they're nothing. If I even breathe the wrong way. But I know this wasn't a desired outcome for most of you. A lot of you probably in my comments right now saying, "Kill that boy! Kill that boy! Kill that boy! Kill that boy!" Which I gotta understand. That's not the mission. I'm a superhero first. The episode still has some more runtime left, and that is dedicated to teaching us how to be a dispatcher. It basically revolves around making dialogue choices, building relationships with heroes, and deciding which ones to send on missions. The catch to this, of course, is that some heroes aren't the best for the job, and you'll have to make choices based on the limited resources that you have. In terms of immersion, different characters will have different personalities, and they'll speak differently to you based on, well, if you send them on a mission that they're good at, or they're bad at. I'm not gonna lie, no more cool edits. I need to get this video out. The script is 8 pages long. It's weird because I never thought I'd read off a script for doing a YouTube video, but, you know, it's crazy how times change. Regardless, I think I'm going to put this in the timestamps so you can, you know, skip around, get to the parts you need, rewatch it and come back if you need to. I don't know if this is going to be audio long if I make it. At the end of the episode, Robert sits with his dog in his mech suit, and he gets ready to be a mailman. Yay.